Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to MBA Karo. I hope you are able to see my screen. So today, Snap is having their official mock test, and this is the second mock test. I missed the first one because one had to register before a certain date in order to appear on this examination. For this, the people who had who had applied before 18th of October, are eligible to take this test. So, in case you are looking to take this test, you can take the test by 6 p.m. Right, and in case like you have missed this test and just want to see the attempt, you can watch this video right now. Okay, और अगर किसी को देना है तो officially I would recommend that solve the test by 6 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. is the deadline, 12 to 6 p.m. So I am attempting it right now. आप जब भी आपको time मिले, you can take the test and then you can see that how to attempt this test, right? So you can watch the stream later. And in case you are not attempting the test or have not yet applied for Snap, in that case you won't be eligible for this mock test. So you can watch this stream right now. Okay, so first of all, how to take this test is like go to the site snaptest.org, their official website, and they will give you a link to that mock test update. Okay, so once you go to the mock test update thing, so they will give you this login link. Click on it, the link. You must have received the WhatsApp of this your Snap ID, password, etc. So you can sign in here, and you will be able to see this interface. And there you will have this access. Right? It will. The link is live right now. Okay. So I was also checking it whether it will be live. So now it is live. Okay, if you wish to attempt the test with me, you can attempt the test with me. Okay, so आजकल लोग बना रहे ना study with me. So let's take test with me if you want to compete with me and see. And the ones who are not eligible can definitely watch this stream and later on see that how the questions need to be done. And the ones who are eligible for this test, I would request that please do not watch this right now. Try to attempt the test on your own, and then later on you can check that how to attempt this test, right? So before we begin, just a brief, I will check my pen also if that works. Okay, brief that how to attempt a snap paper, right? That is how you are going to attempt in the actual exam also. So there are 15 questions in English, 25 in LR, and 20 in QA. English, the questions are non-RC based questions. So ideally, a person could attempt these English questions like maybe 5-6 minutes or max 7-8 minutes. Okay, an average student will take not more than 7 to 8 minutes to attempt these questions. Okay, so I'm not counting five because there will be very few people who would be attempting it within 5 minutes. So let us take the highest number. Let us say 8 minutes. So within the first 7-8 minutes, finish English, because in English you know or you do not know. Okay, so if it is let's say a vocab based question or idiom phrase, right? You know the answer or you do not know. Then you have 52 minutes left, around 52. Give 20-20 to both sections, because in some slots in Snap, LR is difficult, in some Quant is difficult, right? That is the thing about Snap. कि किसी में let's say 3 snaps will be held. One of them will have LR difficult, one of them will have the Quant part difficult. So we do not know in the beginning, right? So give 20-20 minutes to each of them, right? So you will be able to attempt a decent number of questions in both of them, and you will understand that which is easy. ठीक है, अगर आपको लग रहा है क्वांट इजी है, so जो लास्ट के 12 मिनट्स बचे हैं उसमें क्वांट फिनिश कर दो. If LR is easy, then finish LR in the remaining minutes. So this is how you are going to maximize the attempts. So I will be following this strategy. In the first 5-6 minutes, I will finish the English part, and then see the quant and the LR sections, and then we will see that how much we are able to do in this test, right? So I will be showing the solutions simultaneously. I will be just switching the windows and doing the calculations here. Okay, so before we begin, please do like this stream, and if you are not a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. So like we are bringing exams, the videos for all these examinations, we will be bringing videos for Snap as well, right? You can already watch some of the videos of our past year first Snap. So Let's begin the test, and it looks like they have used the same platform that we use. So I will show you our mocks also, that is on similar lines, right? Okay, so let's begin. Please comment begin if you are ready, and simultaneously you can also take the test and see how much you score in this test. Okay, so are you ready? Chalo start karte hain. Let's start the test. Okay, so this is the instruction thing, right? Same interface as do we have on our platform. Let's begin. So it is the English section. So I'm going to start with English first. Okay. So he had a severe tooth pain, so he visited the doctor. Okay. Indolent. Indolent is synonym we need to find. So inactive, impetuous, not getting them. It's hard this word, but not figuring out right now. Okay, so let me just mark it. Odd one out: bicycle, motorcycle, jeep, car. So easy one. Bicycle has four wheels. Okay. All right. Let's see the next question. What is the meaning of spilling the beans? Spilling the means to conceal an information or reveal a secret. नहीं conceal तो hide होता है. Reveal a secret will be the right answer. Conceit. Conceit means don't know guys. Vocab. I'm not good at vocab, so I'll uh, get cold feet. Get that means frightened. What prevented her from coming? Antonym of the word airy. Airy would be stuffy. The man dash his appearance completely since then has changed. So easy है काफी the typical snap one. ठीक है काफी easy लग रहा है मुझे तो ये. Odd one out. I mean except a few words which I uh, uh, not know the meaning of. So that should be your approach. Like if you do not know, just avoid the questions. Okay. Odd one out. Silver, carbon, gold, diamond. Silver, carbon, gold, and diamond. Now this is like if you go by the metal non-metal way, uh, carbon diamond is also non-metal, but like let's say carbon will go with this because others are shiny and are used for precious, making precious substances. So we'll go with carbon. Cut a sorry figure. Maybe made a poor impression. Apologize to नहीं होगा. Direct idioms do not have direct meanings. Okay, so just going with it and meaningful sentences. We need to make a parajumble. C. Cricket has been an extremely popular game during the British period also. CB. CB should be a pair. E. So that looks like we are describing the solution in the end. So we have not done well. It is time for our government. That makes sense. CBE because C in B talking about cricket. Then E gives that due to this reason, other game sports did not receive the required attention they deserve. However, I mean, there is no direct connect, but still, considering the statements, this would be the order. Okay, and then let's see the next question. There's one more question on parajumble. So they've used just vocabulary, fill in the blanks, some idioms, phrases. They did not ask other kind of questions like compound words. ठीक है कुछ कुछ होता है जो आते हैं. So they have not used those kind of questions. However, that should also be included. Yeah. Remains unresolved. The damage being done in the country's economy is severe tourism. Okay, A should be the starting sentence which is given in all options. C looks like to be the concluding one. E के साथ C आना चाहिए, like because C is saying many countries responded and E is saying that they asked international community for help. Now let us see that if it makes sense. It says the post-election crisis remains unresolved. Fine, the damage being done to the country's economy. Country here refers to Kenya. Is severe tourism. This is the damage. Okay, and then it is saying that thousands of livelihoods along with investments throughout the region are threatened and collapsing. As the situation is escalating, they are asking for help, and many countries are responding. Okay, so finish this part, right? So within 6 minutes, I have done. So 5 point something, right? So let's do this question. So it says the sixth term of an AP is 6 and the 16th term is 14. What is 27th term? So sixth term is A plus 5D, which is equal to 6, and 16th term A plus 15D is equal to 14. We need to find A plus 26D. Okay, so we have 10D is equal to 8. So D is 0.8 and 8.8 add kar do, that will be 22.8, which is 114 by 5. I could have done mentally also. I've seen this question before. Let x, y, z be three positive real numbers in a geometric progression that x is less than y is z. 5x, 16y, and 12z are in arithmetic progression. We need to find the common ratio of this geometric progression. Okay, so these are 5x, 16y, and 12z are in arithmetic progression. And A, B, C, X, Y, Z are in geometric progression. So y square is equal to xz. And at the same time, we are given that 5x, 16y, and 12z. So 32y is equal to 5x plus 12z. Okay. So if 5x is in arithmetic progression, so it would be y square is equal to xz. So if we take square on both sides, maybe we can put options also. Common ratio. I mean, I would go with the options. Let me just skip this question for now. Okay, I'll come back to it later. So as a practice, like if something is clicking straight away, like ये चीज ध्यान रखनी होती है, अगर कोई चीज सीधे click हो रही है, solve that, because sometimes it might happen that no matter how much you know, you might get stuck in some question. Okay, so I'll do that way. PQR 20, 30, 60. P if he's assisted by QNR every third day. Okay, so PQR efficiency is 3 to 1. Okay, so first day P is working, he's doing 3 units. Second day Q and R every third day. So second day also this, third day 6. So in 3 days 12, in 3 days they are doing 12, right? So they need to do 16 units, that will require 15 days. If the price of sugar is increased by 20%, Salman intends to spend only additional 5% on sugar. Find the percentage increase or decrease in his consumption. Okay. So price is increased by 100%. Suppose he was buying for 100 rupees. Now the price becomes like suppose the price is increasing by 20%. So 20% means 1 by 5, right? Suppose the price into consumption is equal to expenditure. Okay, so suppose price was 20, sorry, price was 5, because 20% is 1 by 5, right? So expenditure was 100, consumption was 20. Now this expenditure is increasing by 5%, so 105, and the price has become 6, so it is 17.5, right? The consumption, we are asking the percentage increase on his consumption. So consumption decreases by 2.5 out of 20, which is 12.5%. 3 pipes ABC can fill in 12 hours, and it says that all pipes started working together. After 3 hours, C was closed. A and B can fill the remaining part in 10 hours. then the number of hours taken by C alone to fill the tank. Okay, so ABC 12 hours, and for 3 hours, A and all three are working for 3 hours. So 3 hours they will fill 25%. Okay, and A and B will fill that 75% because they are filling in 12 hours, right? So that's why you will have 25% filled in. So A plus B is 75% in 10 hours, that is 7.5%. Right now, A plus B plus C are filling in 12 hours. So 100 by 12 is 8.33%, and A plus B is 7.5. So C is 0.83%, which is 120 hours. A ball dropped from height 200 meter, 4/5 bounce करता है, right? So like the sum of GP is A upon 1 minus R, right? Now see this thing, first bounce will be 200, right? And the second bounce onward will be 160 onward, right? So we will multiply this GP by 2 and add 200. So 160 upon 1 minus 4 by 5, right? Because it will happen twice, once down, again up. So that will be 800. Okay, plus rebounds 4/5 uh, A upon 1 minus R and into 2. Yes, because it is rebounding also. So that will be 1600 plus 200 of the beginning. So total 1800 meters. A takes, acha, time and work, they have put a lot of questions. A takes 16 more days, B takes 4 days, more days than the number of days taken by both of them. So in that case, time is equal to under root the 2 times given. So the 2 times, the total time is 8. So A will take 24 days and B will take 12 days in this scenario. And how many days does A take to complete working alone? That is 24. Okay, so straightforward question based on the concept of when two people work, the extra days taken. If the edge of a cube is increased by 50%, increase in its surface area. So remember that, like, edge becomes 1.5 times. So surface area will become square of it. That is 2.25 times. Okay, so 2.25 times means 125% increase. A, B, C together take 12 days. अच्छा, तुमने तो पूरा time and work ही भर रखा है. I mean, not a proper mock, I would say. Okay, so they should have created a better one. Like, you don't get too many questions from the same topic. At least out of just 8-9 questions that I've attempted, 4 marks to time and work के आ गए. Let it be. Okay, so let's solve it. ABC 12 days. A and B is 25% of the time taken by Chandu alone to complete the work. Okay, so A, B, C थोड़ा सा लंबा question है. Let me skip it. I will come back to it later. Okay. Let's see, the trader sells 20%, 20 articles at 50 per article after giving 10% discount. Okay, so 10% discount is 24, so the mark price is 60 rupees and gains 50% profit. Right, so 54 में 50% profit बना ले रहा, so cost price will be 36 rupees. If the discount is not given, the profit gained would be. So discount is not given, right? There is a profit of 24 by 36, which is 2/3 or 66.66%, right? The number of articles was irrelevant in this question. Mixture of 60 liters, ratio of milk and water is 2:1. If this ratio to be 1:2, quantity of water to be further added is, right? So milk and water is 2:1, so 40 liter milk, 20 liter water. Now we have to make 1:2, so it will remain 40 only, it will become 80. So we need to add 60 liters of water. Easy question है काफी, right? I guess that 50 plus, like अगर ऐसा पेपर आता है तो SIBM cutoff would be around 45 plus 45 to 48 at least, right? Sum of money amount to 6690 after 3 years and 10035 after 6 years on compound interest. Find the sum, right? So 3 years में, let us say A, it will become AR times and AR square times, right? So this is 6690 and this is 10035, which is 1.5 times. Okay, 1.5 times iska 1.5 kar lo, that will be 15 into 4 is 60. Then you have 4460, I think 4460, that will be the answer. Okay, next करते हैं. The average marks of three batches is 55, 60, 45 students respectively is this average marks of all students. So weighted average निकालना है. 55 into 50 is 2750, 55 into 60 is 3300, 45 into 60 is 2700. So total is 57 plus 27, that is 8450, and total number of students is 115, 160. So 160, so it becomes 8 52.13, that is 8 52.8. गड़बड़ हो गई. 55 into 50 2750, 60 into 55 3300, and where did we go wrong? 50, acha, this will be, sorry, 8750. Okay, so 16 into 5 is 80. Then we have 75, so 4 and 11, then it will be 7, 54.7. So 54.68 would be the answer to this question. So we have xyz arithmetic progression. Y minus x is greater than 2, and xyz is equal to 5 times x plus y plus z, then z minus x equals to. So it says that the common difference is greater than 2, right? Y minus x is greater than 2. That means that common difference is greater than 2. Xyz is 5 times x plus y plus z. Okay, so what we will do in this case is we will replace, see, if they are in arithmetic progression, so 2y is equal to x plus z, that is happens in arithmetic progression. So we will replace x plus z by 2y. Okay, so xyz is equal to xyz equals to 5 times of x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z. So this is 2y, it is 3y. So x into z is equal to 15. Right? Now how can x and z be 15? These are positive integers. So या तो 3, 5 होंगे x and z, and that gives y is equal to 4, but the difference is coming as 1, which is not possible. So the other possibility is x, y, z will be 1 and 15, x and z will be 1 and 15, and hence y will be 8. Okay, so it says z minus x, the answer is 14. I think ये तो CAT का question है previous year. If a person walks at a speed of 14 km per hour instead of 10 km per hour, he would have walked 20 kilometers more. The distance traveled by him is, right. So he is increasing his speed by 4, right, and he is covering 20 kilometers more. That means he is walking for 5 hours, and initial speed is 10, so he covers 50 kilometers. 6 years ago, Ravi was twice as old as Sahil. If the ratio of their present ages is 9:5, what is the difference between their present age? Okay, so Ravi and Sahil, 6 years ago, Ravi was twice as old as Sahil. So Sahil was x, Ravi was 2x. Right now, Ravi will be 2x plus 6, and Sahil will be x plus 6. So 2x plus 6 ratio x plus 6 is a 9:5. Right, so 10x plus 30 gives us 9x plus 54, or x is equal to 24. Right, we are asking the difference between their present ages. So difference between their ages is x, which is 24. A 260-meter long train crosses 120 meter long wall in 19 seconds. So total distance is 380 divided by 19 is 20. So 20 meter per second, which is 72 kilometer per hour. इसके लिए तो पेन भी नहीं चाहिए था. You can do it mentally. Questions are very easy. थोड़ा सा actual snap थोड़ा सा इससे ऊपर लेवल का होता है, because except 1 or 2 questions, I thought कि उसमें टाइम लगेगा, so I skipped them. The other questions look to be very very easy. I mean, one can do mentally also, and you can see that अभी 40 minutes हैं अभी हमारे पास, ठीक है, तो looks to be a very easy paper. An amount of 1,25,000 is distributed among SSS in 235. What will the difference between Sony and Sudhir's share? Again, can be done mentally. Sony is the second one and Sudhir is the first one. So 1 part out of 10. 1 by 10, that is 12,500. ये तो बहुत ज्यादा इजी हो गया. इतना इजी भी नहीं आता है पेपर. इतना इजी आ गया तो कट ऑफ 50 चले जाएगी. Okay. Ratio of volumes of a right cylinder to that right cone having equal diameters. Okay, so we have a cylinder, right, and a cone. So volume of cylinder is what? Volume of cylinder is 1/3 pi r square h. Okay, and volume of cone is pi r square h. Okay, so now the ratio, the radius is same. So that will, the volumes will be in the ratio 1:3. Okay, right cylinder to that cone having equal diameters. Height भी तो देनी चाहिए थी. Height भी देनी चाहिए. Ideally the height should also be same. The question में mistake है. A right cylinder, cylinder will be 3 times of cone. So cylinder will take 3:1. The data is missing that height should also be same. Okay. Next question. In a flight of 600 kilometer, an aircraft was slowed down due to bad weather. Speed was reduced by 200, time increased by 30 minutes. Okay. So we need to find the duration of the flight. So speed into time is distance. Distance is 600. So it says that the average speed was reduced by 200. So S, time would be T. Now S has become S minus 200 and T has become time increased by 30 minutes. So T plus half, right? So ST is 600. So we equate both the distances. ST equal to ST. Like अगर ऐसे करना है options. The better way to do this question is using options. Okay, let me show you that way, because this should not be done in an examination where speed matters. ठीक है, so speed time पहले option में ले लेते हैं. 300 होनी चाहिए speed. ठीक है, time will be 2 hours. Okay, if you take time as 3, speed will be 200. In this case, speed should be 600, and in the fourth case, time is 4 hours, so speed is 150. Right now, it is saying that speed is reduced by 200. Okay, so 200 तो इसमें decrease ही नहीं हो सकती, इसमें भी नहीं हो सकती, because speed will become 0, time will be infinite. So if you make speed as 100, time will become 6, so it is not satisfying. If you make speed as 400, the time will be 1.5, which is increasing. So the duration of the flight is 1 hour. Okay, so can be done straight away using the options. Let us show the reasoning part also, because we have enough time left. I'll finish this within 45 minutes. Okay. So thoda, I will say that it is very easy than the actual examination. Okay, so we have K is the brother of T, M is the mother of K, W is the brother of M. How is W related to T? K is the brother of T, M is the mother of K. Okay, so blood relations and directions, remember, draw them in the center of the page, क्योंकि कई बार ये होता है ऊपर नीचे किधर भी जा सकता है, right? K is the brother of T, so K is male and T is a person. M is the mother of K, so M is a female. W is the brother of M. The W is the brother of M, right? And how is W related to T? So W is the uncle, maternal uncle. Okay, could have been done without making the arrangement also. 7 friends are watching a movie sitting in a row. S is sitting at one extreme end. Okay, Q is sitting second to the right of S. So S will be at the left end. Q is sitting here. So we have 4 more people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Okay, so it says that. Sorry. जितना fancy windows होता है, that is even problematic. Okay, so it says that S is sitting at an end and we are given that Q is sitting second to the right of S. So obviously S is at the left end, Q is sitting here. P is sitting between O and Q. Now we cannot say that O is here. Okay, we can have O here also, here also. Then we have P is sitting between O and Q. So P is somewhere between O and Q. Right, then we have U is not sitting at an extreme end. Okay, U is not at an end. O is not sitting at an extreme end. So U and O cannot come here. And then R is sitting immediate left of T. So T and R should come like this. Right, so R cannot be at the end. So we will have R and T like this. Okay, because O and U cannot come at the end. R is not at this end because R is immediate left of T. Okay, so the only person that can come at the end is T, right? And then we get confirmation that P is between like this, and this will be right. S is end. Q is sitting second to the right of S. P is sitting between O and Q. Right. Then U is not sitting at end. O is not sitting at an end. Then we have R is sitting immediate left of T. So S U Q P O R T. So support written in some format. Right of R is T. Sitting to the left of U. So left of U, this is an ambiguous question. Though, acha, there is only one person, that is S. Otherwise, if there were multiple people, that becomes an ambiguous question. Okay, so we have a question based on floors. Let us do this. There are 6 people live on 6 different floors. The ground floor is numbered 1, and they are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C lives on the floor immediately below of A. E lives on the floor immediately below of D. 3 people live between F and E. B does not live on the topmost. E does not live. Okay, so we are given that E lives immediately below D, and C lives immediately below A. So A and C and D and E. E lives in the floor immediately below of D. That is, 2 things are done. 3 people live between F and E. And E and F live on even numbered floors. Right? So even numbered floors, 3 people in between. That means 2 and 6 are the only possibilities. Right? 2 and 6 are the only possibilities. So D and E. So E cannot come in 6. Last point, E and F live on even numbered floors, and there are 3 people between. So third and sixth point tell that they are in 2 and 6, right? So definitely E cannot come here. So E will come here, F will come here, and this will be D. Then A and C will come here, or bach gaya A, B, C. So B will come here. So F, A, C, D, E, B. Second and sixth floor. So E and F. Okay, so there was only one question with it. Animals in general are shrewd in proportion as they cultivate society. Elephants and beavers show the greater signs of this sagacity where they are together in large numbers. But when man invades their communities, they lose all the spirit of industry. Among insects, the labors of the bee and the ant have attracted the attention and admiration of naturalists. But all their sagacity seems to be lost upon separation, and a single bee or an ant seems destitute of every degree of industry. It becomes the most stupid insect imaginable, and it languishes and soon dies. Okay, so it says that animals live in society, and if their society is disturbed, they become crazy. That they have given example of elephants and beavers. Okay, so if man invades them, they lose the spirit and they become wild. Similarly, they have given bee or ant. If a single member of them loses, they become wild. Okay, so which of the following can be inferred from the above passage? Humankind is responsible for the destruction of natural habitat of animals and insects. Elephants and beavers are smarter than bees and ants in the presence of human beings. Not smarter. Naturalists have gained admiration for bees and ants despite their ranks. So it is not the thing. Animals in general are unable to function effectively outside their normal social environment. Hmm. That should be a better one, because in the second case, when they're talking about bee or ant, right, they're not saying that humans are disturbing them, right? uh, so that is the general inference that you get. They are unable to function effectively outside their normal social environment. Cigarettes constitute a mere 20% of tobacco consumption in India, and fewer than 15% of the 200 million tobacco users consume cigarettes. Yet these 15% contribute 90% of the tax revenue to the exchequer from the tobacco sector. The punitive cigarette taxation regime has kept the tax bases narrow, and reducing taxes will expand this base. Which of the following is the best bolsters the conclusion that reducing duties will expand the tax base? So, based on the data given, we get that cigarette is less in consumption. There are some other tobacco consumption which is you would say that untraceable sort of thing, or not come does not come under the radar of the government taxation, right? So let's say illegal sale of tobacco items. So it says that if you reduce the taxation, it will increase the this base. Okay, so increase in duties on non-cigarette tobacco may lead to shift in favor of cigarette smoking. No increase in duties. It is not talking about the non-cigarette tobacco. Okay, we cannot increase on that. Cigarette Manufacturers Association decided to indulge in aggressive promotion. No, likelihood that tobacco consumers will shift to cigarette smoking, that makes sense, right? If cigarette prices go down, more people will start smoking cigarette, and hence that will increase the tax. Like you impose less tax, but you tax more number of people. Okay. Some dancers are actors. All the actors are singers. Okay. So let's make the diagram. Some dancers are actors. All actors are singers. Right. Some students are dancers. Students को तो mention ही नहीं हो रहा. Ideally, they should be student, right? So mistake on their part. Some students are dancers. That is true. No student is a dancer. All students are writers. Uh, I mean, students and writers is not given. The question is mistaken. It should ideally be instead of singers, students, then the conclusion A would follow. So something is missing in this, but I will go with option A. That looks to be the most appropriate one. Okay, so another puzzle. Before I do this puzzle, I have enough time in the paper, right? So I can give time and solve it. But let us say if I was short of time, okay, हो सकता है कि let's say instead of 29, just 9 minutes were left. So definitely I would have skipped this question. And later on, I came to know that there is only one question from this. Okay, so let's do these easy peasy ones. Some poems are directors. So poems and directors, and it says all directors are singers. Okay, some directors are poems. That is true. No singers are poems. Some singers are essays. All singers are poems. So some directors are poems. Okay, so movie वाला फिर से आ गया. I deleted that thing, right? If I know that I can do Control Z and get that back. अच्छा मैंने फाइल ही न्यू कर दी थी. Who was sitting in the middle? Okay, so फिर से बना देते हैं. That is the disadvantage. Okay, so S was sitting here, then we had Q was sitting here, and then R, T were there. 7 people then. So R and T were sitting there, and then we had P is between O and Q. So P was sitting in the center. Okay, so another thing that this shoe based question they've asked again. Okay, so 3 questions from this set. I mean the pattern again here is wrong. Like actually in the actual examination they do not give you so many puzzles. They have given 3 puzzles and इतने बड़े puzzle तो आते नहीं. They have made the reasoning part now. Yeah, but quant part थोड़ा सा ऊपर आता है. Quant बहुत easy है. इतना easy नहीं आता एग्जाम में. थोड़ा सा difficult आता है. Secondly, reasoning इतने सारे puzzle नहीं आते. Maximum 2 puzzles. Okay, so let's see how it goes further. Identify the odd one out: iodine, iron, tin, and copper. So iodine is a non-metal, others are metals. Okay, so floor wala again आ गया. 5th numbered floor. Again I had deleted this. So we had floor में क्या था? Like I think top में F था. Then we had 2 more people. Then D, and this was B. F, A, C, D. Isn't it? A के नीचे C था, right? C lives immediately before. So 5th number floor was A. Money, wealth, pride, humility. Money is associated with wealth. Uh, Pity, kindness looks to be the appropriate one. Okay, so again a puzzle. Ellen is not next to Chris. So too many puzzles being asked. Let's solve all the puzzles first because you have questions spread across different parts. So there are 5 people: A, B, C, D, E. A is not next to C. B is between A and D. So we have 5 people. A sits on one of the ends. Okay, suppose A is sitting here, B is between A and D. B is between A and D, like going. Although when we do not say that exactly between, so let's just see this rough case and get that. Uh, like uh, do we get the right one? So Alan is not next to Chris. Bob is between Alan and David. Alan six and one of the David is next to Edward. So ये बन रहा हमारा case A B D C E. That makes sense. A B D C E. All right. So I'll go with it. Looks fine, and Alan is sitting. Who are sitting at the ends? A and E. Are we getting Alan and Edward? Yes. Okay, so let me just first see the questions. Critical reasoning looks lengthy in this. Okay, again, who is sitting in the middle? So in the middle we have David. Okay, so another critical reasoning: odd one out, rectangle, square, triangle, and cuboid. Cuboid is a 3D shape. Again, movie-based question sitting at the other end. So we have S and T at the ends. So S is one of the ends, T is the other end. Where is Q sitting? So too many questions on this. Q is sitting third from the left. Okay, right of P, left of P. But this is not a proper snap paper because too many questions from puzzle which does not happen in the actual examination. I mean, I don't know how they've created the paper, but actual exam में ये pattern नहीं होता है. To be honest, like if you have attempted the last year, इतने सारे puzzle नहीं आते. Hardly you get one or two questions on puzzles. There are many more varieties of questions. Okay, जिनने लास्ट ईयर पेपर दिया होगा उन्हें पता होगा कि इतने सारे भी नहीं आते पजल. There are different varieties of questions: blood relations, binary logic, critical reasoning. Also, they have put very lengthy ones. एक हो सकता है lengthy, but not these many. Okay, let's see the odd one out: spoon, sword, knife, and fork. Okay, spoon, sword, knife, and fork. Sharp. Go with spoon. Again, so this shoe based question and one more on puzzle. So we have, let's solve this puzzle now and then we will be done because I've seen all the questions. No more questions on other puzzles. So I'll erase it and we will make this arrangement now. So we have eight friends. Each of them brought shoes from different brands and each pair has a color different. Okay. All right. So like if this kind of tough puzzle comes in the examination, then obviously many people are going to skip it. All right, so let's put the names first. So Vandana, Aparna, Devika, Arunima, Charu, Nandita, Sagarika, and Fatima. Okay, so A we have two people, so AP and AR we shall write. Black, white, brown, pink, green, grey, blue, and purple. Okay, so we'll fill those colors later. Devika did not find. So Devika shot from Woodland. Okay, Vandana and Charu did not buy. So we will ignore the negative statements, fill the positivities first. Like does not like Puma, she can like any other thing. Fatima bought a pink pair of shoes. So Fatima buys a pink pair of shoes. Okay. Then we have Aparna's favorite color is blue. So Aparna is buying blue. And she bought the shoes of her favorite color. Okay, so fine. Nandita shopped at Bata. So Nandita at Bata. Arunima likes Adidas. Arunima Adidas. And brought her grey color shoes from there. The one who shopped at Reebok, brown shoes. Reebok is brown. And the one who bought green shoes shopped at Puma. So green is okay. So those two persons can be one or three. Out of these three people have to be two people. Right? The one who likes Nike bought black shoes. Okay, Nike is black. So these three people, Reebok and Brown, will come in these three places. Okay, so these are the three people. They will come in these three places. We eliminated the like because we are given the color and brand. Okay, so these three are the ones that will fit here. Now we have Devika did not buy purple color shoes. Okay, so Devika is not buying purple. Now we will write the remaining two colors and two brands. Okay, so black, white, one is remaining is white. Okay. And another color remaining is brown, pink is filled here. Okay, then green, gray, blue. Blue is filled, gray is filled, and purple. White and purple. Okay, the two colors remaining apart from these, the ones that we filled here are white and purple. And the brands that are remaining are Puma, Reebok, Adidas, Bata, Nike, Woodland, Lee Cooper, and Fila. So L, C, and so these are the two brands that are remaining, two colors remaining. Now we will fill this information. Devika did not buy purple color shoes. Okay, so Devika will buy white color shoes, and this will be purple color shoes. Okay. Then we have Vandana and Charu did not buy brown shoes. So Vandana and Charu are the ones who did not buy brown shoes. So the brown shoes will be bought by S, and that is brown. And this is Reebok. Okay. Next we have Vandana doesn't like Puma. So Vandana is not in Puma. So Vandana is Nike and black shoes. Puma is green. So green and Puma. Two brands are left. And Fatima doesn't like Fila. So Fatima will be Leakover and this will be Fila. So this is how we have filled the puzzle. Okay. So a difficult puzzle to fill considering the time given in Snap. Right. NMAT में हो सकता है ऐसा puzzle आ जाए, but Snap less likely. Okay, which color shoes did Arunima buy? Okay, so now we will fill the data. Arunima buys the grey shoes. I think it was directly given the like it was directly given. Right, it's eighth point. So no, nothing novel in finding this answer. Which of the following pairs of shoe and brand is correct? Nike pink, that is wrong. Puma green. Puma green is correct. Okay, this is also given in the question itself. ठीक है प्यूमा एंड ग्रीन ठीक है तो unfortunately the questions are very lame. Then question 11 is Fatima bought from Lee Cooper. There is no event there. She bought from Lee Cooper only. She bought the pink shoes. Okay. I think यहाँ भी ये भी given है fifth point that is given. So the question framing is poor. Okay, I would not rate it as a good mock test. एक तो क्या है कि variety नहीं है. Quant में like at least 4 5 questions on your time and work itself. Okay, so not a good mock, not a good work done by the team who created this mock. Right? Shoes did Devika buy? So Devika bought Woodland shoes. I think this is also given it. तो चारों क्वेश्चन जो थे it was not worth making the table. One could have just read the statements and answered the questions. So it was a foolish thing to do in this. I mean, ideally, if you are setting a paper, you should not be uh, framing questions like this. Is incorrect. Devika Woodland white, that is correct. Charu Bata green. Charu Bata green, that is incorrect. Vandana Nike black is correct. And Nandita Bata purple. So that was the only question out of 5 for which you had to draw the table. So not a good paper, not happy with the paper quality. Okay, because of too many puzzles. Actual Snap, mein, there are a lot of topics which are tested, right? Not just these puzzles, and in Quant also there are variety of topics, and plus I think इसमें geometry तो पूछी नहीं है. geometry, algebra. I think Igdo, APN, all are there, but no geometry in this. But in Snap, you get questions on geometry also. Geometry mensuration that is missing here. Okay, so let's see. However, the paper is. Let's look at the last two questions from this. The effect produced on the mind by traveling depends entirely on the mind of the traveler and on the way in which he conducts himself. The chief idea of very common type of traveler is to see as many objects of interest as he possibly can. He can only, after his return home, say that he has seen such and such temple. Okay, so it is saying that effect depends on the entirely of the mind of the traveler. Okay, so they want to see the objects of their interest. So if you go to other countries, then you do not visit those places. Yeah, so that's what it says. The objective of the second type of traveler is not to see much. Okay, so they don't. So they see less, but they see well. Okay, so in the foreign lands, they will. First type of traveler sees as many things as possible. That's what it says. Okay, let's look at question number 19. In order to ease off the traffic congestion, the traffic transport planners decide to have a sophisticated system of elevated monorail travel in the city. However, it was pointed out by the some metro will be more effective. So monorail was stopped, and in the meanwhile, the traffic planners of the city decided to build an efficient system of subways and flyovers in the city with the aim of easing the same problem. At the instant when the planners were preparing to award the contracts concerned, the transport planners came up with the contention that the subways inferred with the site of a pillar of the monorail system. The traffic planners had to give up the idea and think of the other possible solutions. So they have been stuck in monorail or this subway thing. There is no strong contention because once they are planning for monorail and they are planning for subways. Okay, so that is what we can infer. Let's go to the quant section and then finish it off. Okay, looks like to be an okayish paper. So we were doing this question. I had left it because I thought कि questions और challenging हो सकते हैं. 5x, 16y, 12z are in arithmetic progression. Okay, so we have x, y, z in geometric progression. 5x, 16y, and 12z are in arithmetic progression. So first of all, I can eliminate two of the options, 1 by 6 and 3 by 6. So 3 by 2 or 5 by 2 option was there. Okay. So let us take the first case. If I take 3 by 2, I get the numbers 4, 6, 9. I'm doing option A. Okay, 4, 6, 9. Then it becomes 20. This will be 96. And 12z will be 108. Not in AP. If I go with the option C, so 5 by 2 times if I take, so we will take 4, 10 at 25. So 5x, 20, 16y, 160 and 12z, 300. It makes a GP, isn't it? Difference makes an AP, difference of 140. So it is fitting. The answer will be 5 by 2. Okay, so in such questions, the best approach is to use options. See, x is less than y less than z, so the common ratio should be more than 1. We can eliminate options b and d. Now we are left with two options, 3 by 2 and 5 by 2. So 3 by 2 means, like if you take 2x, it will be like let's say 2n, it will be 3n and 4.5n. So instead of that, we need to multiply by 3 by 2 two times. So take 2 square, that is 4, 6, 9. Okay, and you get this result. Okay, and in the second case, take 4. So 5 by 2 times 10 and 25, and you get these results. Now these are in AP. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, question number 9. ABC 12 days to complete a work. 25% of the time taken by Chandu alone to complete the work. Chandu and Vikas is equal to A, and time taken by A and C to complete the work. Okay, so this is the typical question which requires to do a lot of calculation. So ideally should be skipped, but I have enough time. I'll solve it with leisure. So ABC 12 days, A and B 25% more time. Okay, so we are talking about time. Okay, we will talk about efficiency also. So A plus B and C, it is 25% more. 20 time taken by A and B together is 25% by Chandu. Okay, so 1 ratio 4 में होगा. So efficiency is A plus B will be 4 and Chandu efficiency will be 1. Right? Now, time taken by Chandu and Vikas to complete the work is equal to time taken by Aditya alone to complete the work. C plus B equal to A. Right? So A is sum of the efficiencies of B and C. Okay, so A plus B is 4 and A is C plus B. So it gives us that it will give us A as 2.5, B as 1.5 and C as 1. Efficiencies देख लो, C plus B is A. Time, so efficiency will also be equal. So B will be 1.5, C will be 1, A will be 2.5. Right? Now it says that the time taken by Aditya and Chandu to complete the work, when Aditya works at 80% of his actual efficiency, Chandu works at his actual efficiency. Okay, so they take 12 days. So their efficiency is 2.5, 1.5 and 1. Total efficiency is 5. 5 into 12, the work is 60. So work is 60 units and their efficiencies are 2.5, 1.5 and 1. Now what is happening is Aditya works at 80% of his efficiency. Aditya is doing 2 units, right? Chandu works at his Aditya and Chandu. So Chandu is working at his actual efficiency. So actual efficiency is 1. So they are doing 3 units. They will take 20 days to complete the work. Okay, so it was a tough question, right? Only tough question in quant. Rest of them were easy ones. Okay. All right. So let's finish it off and submit the test. Let's see that how many I got right. So how much do you think will be my score? Paper was not exactly as snap. Okay, quant was on the easy side. Reasoning had too many questions on puzzles, which actually is not the case. ठीक है, आप मेरा last year का analysis देख सकते हो theory of slot का. So like when I talk about the distribution, reasoning has a lot of variety of topics that are tested. Even in English, there are a lot of topics that are tested. So कितना score आएगा? What do you believe would be the score that I would have got in this? Comment, let's see कि किसका guess सही आता है. Okay, 53. All right, so let's see that I can bet that it will be 50 plus for sure. Okay, 52.5 आया. Okay, guess 53 around, 54 correct and 20 logical reasoning में 20 हुए. Okay, so they have given solution also. Let's see. Quant was all correct. ये वाला गलत था. Rash, impetus, rash and conceit, egotism. Right, fine. Rest C. Quant तो सारे सही थे. Logical reasoning. No students are writers. This was an ambiguous question. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन गलत था ये। 1920 में क्या गड़बड़ हो गया? स्टॉल्ड फॉर इंडेफिनिट पीरियड। ओके, कैन अग्री की आंसर सही हो सकता है इनका। क्यूबॉइड ऑड वन आउट, व्हाई इज क्यूबॉइड ऑड वन आउट? they have not given any explanation for it. But yes, this is a subjective question. Right, triangle has three sides, rectangle, square, cuboid, you can call it. But still, I believe that cuboid should have been the right one because these are two-dimensional figures. Okay, you can't debate on the answers, such answers. Spoon, sword, knife, and fork. Why sword? Could be some reason, right? Uh, don't know what is the reason. So I got 52.5. Like I would say that the cutoff for SIBM Pune in this paper would be 48. ठीक है, अगर आप top two की बात करें, like the kind of paper they have set, this kind of paper, right? So SIBM Pune and SCMHRD, the cutoff in this paper would be 48. So if you are getting 48, like around 47, 48, that means like आप देख लेना, of course जिनने stream देख ली है, they will be knowing the answers. But if you okay, right, sword is not a cutlery. Yeah, so odd one out, sometimes we think different. I thought that others are sharp objects. You're right, it should have been sword only. Okay, but silly mistake here, could have gained uh, marks, right? So SIBM, SAM and HRD would be around 47, 48. So the ones who are going to attempt it late, please do watch this thing. कि इनका कट ऑफ अराउंड 47 48 जाएगा इस पेपर में. द काइंड ऑफ पेपर इट वाज, this would easily be the cutoff because you saw that I had somewhere around 7 8 minutes left when I attempted the entire paper. ठीक है, और and that too I did by speaking and solving. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं था कि सीधे सॉल्व कर लिया. सो इजीली इससे ऊपर ही कट ऑफ जाएगी इस पेपर में. So it was an easy level. Okay, now we also have mock test in the similar interface. Okay, so they have used the same interface, and I'll just give you a just glimpse of it. Okay, so this is our mock. See, actually, the kind of questions which were missing in this. So let's say this is incorrectly spelled words. Okay, active, passive voice. The topics which you should cover, which actually come in the SNAP exam. Okay, passive voice में conversion आता है. You could have this analogy based questions. Error spotting, there was no question in the official mock. Opposite meaning, find, right? Fill in the blanks was there. Reported speech. Okay, these are the topics that you must prepare because and I took the test, I realized it is not actually what is I mean, they had put only from some of the topics, so not a good balance of paper. They had only few types like synonym, antonym, fill in the blanks. They asked questions on reported speech. Okay, para jumble was there, fine. Fill in the blanks was there. Idioms, phrases is there. Compound word, it is one of the questions. Okay, ये सब आते हैं, right? So adverbs, adjectives, figures of speech. Now I'll show you the reasoning part also, that how does the reasoning part look like. Okay, so cause effect, ऐसे कुछ कुछ short critical reasoning आते हैं. This is based on calendars. So clocks and calendars is important. You will definitely get clocks and calendars. Series based question, they did not have any series based question in the actual examination. You will find at least 3 to 4 questions on series. ठीक है, ये short होता है हर साल का. So that was a flaw in the paper. So definitely 3 4 questions on series. Let me show you the other topics also which they generally ask. Okay, and this is basically the critical reasoning. Last time they had orders, right? Lexicographic order. So it is exactly on the same pattern which was tested last year. So lexicographic order आया था. I had made a video also on this. So this I put in our mocks. Then series based questions, critical reasoning, mix of all, clock and calendar based questions, calendar based question. Then we have syllogisms, series based questions. So it is a mix of all. There is a question on binary logic also. For the past 2 years, we have been seeing that truth lie based question aata hai. So this we have included. Okay, and then series. These kind of number puzzles are also asked in SNAP. Okay, so that have been included. Rest pretty much similar to what is asked in the examination. Okay, puzzles, there are hardly one or two questions on puzzles. They had given at least 10 questions. So that is not actually what it is. Okay, so direction based questions. So put some questions on puzzles. They are usually individual questions. एक या दो question होंगे, not that कि चार पांच question का group आ जाएगा. Okay, odd one out. So rest of them matching. So quant का भी एक बार आपको level दिखा देते हैं कि if you want to attempt this test. Logarithm based questions have been asked in the past. In fact, this is the past year snap question only. I think 2019 it was asked. Okay, so question on from snap itself. Mixture allegation. So this level you will find slightly above the one that we had in the test. Okay, permutation combinations, a mix of all. Okay, geometry is also included. So like see bounce ball bouncing वो आता ही आता है, right? So I've included this question also in the paper. Heights and distances, okay, that is also one of the topics that one must prepare. So it is a mix of all the topics and includes number system. Uh, DI also, there will be one question on DI also. Okay, so that is you will find there. So mix of all the topics that you find in the paper. Okay, so this is our mock test. You can take this mock test and like the first mock is free. And if you wish to purchase our test series, you can take our test series also. Right. And in case you are preparing for our course, like for these exams, you can get our course also. Okay. And in this course you have the classes for all the sections, and we provide practice sheets also for all the topics. Okay, and that's how you can prepare for these. And in addition to that, you get access to our mocks, snap mocks and mat mocks. And we have a special course for English grammar also. So in case you wish to improve this grammar part, you can check it out on our website. Okay, so that was the paper. I got a score of 52.5. The ones who are going to attempt it, please attempt the paper and do let me know in the comments that how much did you score in the paper. Okay, so 6 incorrect, 2 in English, vocab based, and 5 incorrect and 4 incorrect in reasoning. One was a silly mistake, and few like that sword one, and couple of questions incorrect in the critical listening part. So I hope you enjoyed this stream, that how I solved the paper and how to tackle the paper. So as I said that, so just briefing out, key if you have to attempt this paper, so 5 6 or let's say max 8 minutes, 6 to 8 minutes, that would be a conservative number. 6 to 8 minutes in VA or English, here they call it English, general English. And then 2020 to QA and LR both. Then whatever remains, so you have around 12 to 14 minutes remaining, then maximize the easy part. Like for example, in this case, quant was easy. ठीक है, तो आप 20 minutes के बाद लास्ट में आप quant कर सकते हैं, because quant was easy in this paper as compared to LR. Okay, so that's for this video. Thank you all for watching this, and the ones who are going to attempt the test and have not seen the stream. If you have seen the stream, then obviously you will know the questions. But if you are doing it honestly, do let me know in the comments that how much did you score in this test. And we will be coming up with more videos on snap preparation. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel.